Today I want to share 5 evening habits that may support weight loss more than most people realize. These are not extreme tricks, they are not magic foods, and they are not complicated. They are simple habits that can make your nights more restorative and your next day much easier. Because many people focus only on food and exercise, but overlook something that quietly affects both appetite and energy: the way they spend their evenings. Let's begin with the first habit. Avoid caffeine too late in the day. This sounds simple, but it matters a lot more than many people think. Some people drink coffee, black tea, green tea, or cola in the evening because the calories seem low or non-existent. But the issue is not always calories. The issue is what those drinks may do to your sleep. If caffeine makes it harder for you to fall asleep or stay deeply asleep, your next day often becomes more difficult. You feel tired, your mind looks for quick energy, and that is when cravings often get louder, especially cravings for sweet or highly processed foods. So if you are serious about weight loss, one of the smartest things you can do is move caffeine earlier in the day. For many people, stopping caffeine at least 6 hours before bed is a good starting point. If you are very sensitive, you may need even more time. The second habit is going to bed at about the same time every night. This is one of the most underrated habits for people trying to lose weight. If one night you go to sleep at 10, the next night at 1, and the next night somewhere in between, your body never gets a stable rhythm. And when your rhythm is unstable, your sleep often becomes lighter, shorter, or less restorative. That means less energy the next day, more irritability, less discipline around food, and often a stronger pull toward convenience eating. You do not need a perfect bedtime down to the minute, but try to stay within a fairly consistent window. Choose a bedtime that works for your real life and keep it as steady as you can, even on weekends. The third habit is finishing your last meal about 3 hours before bed. This one can make a very noticeable difference. If you eat too close to bedtime, your body may still be busy digesting when you are trying to rest. That can make sleep feel heavier, less comfortable, and less refreshing. You may still sleep for many hours, but wake up feeling like your body never fully settled. A simple rule helps here. If you plan to sleep at 11, try to finish eating around 8. If you sleep at 12, try to finish eating around 9. This does not mean you need to starve yourself. It means giving your body a quiet window before sleep. That pause often helps the night feel calmer and the morning feel lighter. The fourth habit is reducing screen stimulation before bed. A lot of people lie in bed scrolling until they can barely keep their eyes open. It feels relaxing in the moment, but often it does the opposite of what they need. Your brain stays engaged. You keep making decisions. You keep reacting. And your mind stays active when it should be slowing down. If you want deeper sleep, try making the last hour before bed quieter. Dim the lights. Use warmer light if possible. Set your phone aside and create a softer landing for your brain. Even reading a few pages of a calm book can be a better signal to your body than endless short videos. Which brings us to habit number 5. Create a pre-sleep ritual. This is one of the most powerful habits because it teaches your body to recognize what comes next. The ritual does not need to be complicated. It can be a warm shower, a short walk, a few pages of reading, gentle stretching, quiet music, a cup of caffeine-free tea. The important part is consistency. When you repeat the same calming action before bed, night after night, your brain begins to associate that action with sleep. Over time, you may notice that you fall asleep faster and spend less time lying awake. And that matters for weight loss more than people think. Because when you sleep better, the next day often becomes easier. You think more clearly. You have more patience, you make better food decisions, you feel more ready to move your body, and you are less likely to chase quick comfort through sugar and snacks. Now I also want to clear up a few common myths. Some people believe that eating egg whites before bed somehow forces the body to burn more fat overnight. Others believe kefir at night automatically leads to weight loss, and some still think fruit in the evening directly turns into fat just because of the time on the clock. These ideas sound neat, but real life is more practical than that. No single bedtime food guarantees fat loss. And no whole food becomes a problem simply because you ate it at the wrong hour. What matters more is the bigger picture. Your overall calorie balance, your routine, your sleep quality, your appetite control, and your consistency over time. So the real evening strategy is not chasing miracle foods. It is building a night routine that helps you sleep deeply and wake up with enough energy to stay on track the next day. That is where progress often begins. So let me leave you with the 5 habits again, simply. Stop caffeine early enough. Go to bed around the same time. Finish your last meal about 3 hours before sleep. Reduce screens and bright light before bed. Create a calming ritual your body can recognize. These habits may look small, but small habits repeated every night can change a lot.